Hey, hey, happy Saturday. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. We've got the new moon, we've got some new wines and all sorts of awesomeness. So I am just like ready to rock and roll, tell you all the things because today I've got like some new moon plans, I've got some wine plans, and I want to share all of the good things with you. So as you tune in, say hey. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Are you sipping on anything delicious? I have a bottle of bubbles because you know what? It is about noon here in LA and it is time to, celebrate life, right? Celebrate life, celebrate calling in awesome things. And I'll just show you a little bit quickly how to properly open a bottle of sparkling because I see so many people like, almost get hit in the face with corks or people are nervous about it. And let's be real, people die every year from taking a cork to the dome. So we don't really need to like practice that. So if you saw as I was like doing it, so like I just pulled the foil little tabby thing and like lifted the foil off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my thumb over the cork and I'm going to unlock the cage. I like to leave the cage on because if you pull the cage, sometimes there's pressure in the bottle that will like send the cork flying. And my boyfriend has honestly like put a little dent in our ceiling. It was not this apartment, it was the last apartment, but still, that is why I say don't remove the cage, just let it be where it is. And kind of, it allows you to kind of have some grip. So then you're just gonna tilt the bottle and you're gonna hold the cork and you're gonna just turn the bottle itself and let everything out, like all the pressure in the bottle do work for you. So you're gonna turn it. They say you want it to sound like a flat fart or none fart. To make that little nice little pop sound. That is actually a little bit louder than what like a sommelier wants to hear. But you know what? I like the sound. It makes me happy. Let me know. Do you like the sound of when bottles pop? All right, so I'm gonna pour a little bit. I've got 2 glasses here. Jay's not gonna be on this live, but I figured it might be nice to like allow him to have a glass. I don't know. What do you think? So we've got some bubbly. So now we can talk about the wine. We can talk about the new moon. We can talk about all the good things going on. So cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. For those who might not know who I am Tiara, aka T, the Wine Diva. I have worked in wine for over 5 years. I love wine. I drink a lot of wine, so I know exactly how to like help you figure out what's going to be good for your palate. I also love to chat, talk, I don't know, whatever word comes up. I love to talk about what pairs really well. So if you have wine questions, always feel free to reach out, hit me up in the DMs, drop comments on any of my videos. I love, love, love to help you out. So today, as I said at the beginning, new moon, new wine, all sorts of good stuff. So right now we're like, we got to make room. So it's important to like, open your bottles of wine. It's important to take time for yourself to release any energy, any negative feelings, any sort of things that aren't serving you. Now is the time to just like let some stuff go because new moon, new wine, is time to like, you got to make room for it, right? You got to make room for it. So for those who don't know about like new moon energy and all that, I want to share that it is a time that people like to use to manifest. It is a time to like, sit, pray, call in, set intentions for all the things that you want out of life. Let me know, have you ever done a new moon ritual? Have you ever like tapped into manifesting? Drop it in the chat box below. So it is a great time to kind of call in what you want, right? But you've got to make room for it. So this week I've kind of been focusing on releasing. I've been releasing some wine, if you know what I mean. I've also been releasing energy that just doesn't like make me happy. Thinking about like what problems am I like creating for myself rather than like what problems like are actually there, right? And so just being like, okay, that doesn't serve me. I don't need to put my energy on it. I don't need to focus on it. I'm going to make room for what I want in life. So tonight I'm going to do my little new moon release. I'm going to take a little bath. I'm going to like think about what I don't want, what I can let go of. I'm going to like write myself a little list of things that I no longer need, that no longer serve me, that energy does not bring me joy. I'm going to burn it. Yes. Who likes fire? Who's got a little pyro in them? Yeah. I'm going to like set it on fire and then let it go. And then I'm going to like make a list of all the things that I do want. I want to make room for all of the good stuff, right? I want to call in the good wine. I want to call in good love. I want to call in good health, all of that good stuff and bring it out, right? Yes. Okay. So cheers to that. Cheers to calling in. Cheers to manifesting. Cheers for utilizing this new moon energy and cheers to new wine. So let's get into it. What came in my November box? Let me have a sip of this first. So every month I get new wines, right? So we release a minimum of 4 new wines every single month. This month we actually released 5. And I totally need to order the 5th one because I'm pretty sure it's going to like sell out because it is a port style wine. Let me know if you like port. The last time we had it, it's been like, I feel like 3 years since the last time we've had a port style wine. And it was super popular. It like sold out in like the month that it was released. And I might have just bought it all myself. No, I have like maybe 1 bottle left. But yeah, so we have a port style wine that came out, and I will be ordering some for myself along with, I think I need to get some more Shiraz, some more Pinot Noir. I opened the Bliss. If you saw my post earlier this week, I opened the Bliss this week, and Jay was trying to like drink it all, but I think it was really good, so I might get some of that. Built my own little case because cases are got their own little discount on shipping. So when you are ordering wine, when you are shopping for wine, it is always good to get it's like Costco, right? It's always good to buy in bulk, right? Get all the things that you need so you don't have to keep going back to the store or back to ordering or whatever. Save the most on shipping, so just get it all at once. Yes. So a case, 12 bottles, $5 shipping. You do the math, right? Okay. Anyways, so this is my monthly wine club. This is my November wine club. Every month, 4 new bottles minimum. And I do half and half whites, half reds. But you can do all whites, all reds, whatever fits your fancy, floats your boat, all that good stuff. So it comes with a reminder of all the benefits of being a member on a little thing, as well as like whatever that month's like wine club exclusive deal, hot deal is, which is awesome. You've got the flexibility of like, sending the wine club to somebody else. Like if you want to like give it to somebody as like a gift, if you want to like, maybe you've got like your own little beach house. I know people that do this during the summertime. If you've got your own little beach house, so you want your wine club to go to your beach house instead of your home, as long as there's someone there to sign for it, that's totally fine. Hot deals. What else is there? There is, we do our wine club exclusive events every month. So all sorts of fun stuff like that. So let's get down to it. What wines came? I dropped a card, didn't I? But not an important card. So all these cards are like, you don't have to be like a wine consultant. Oh, look, Richard says, or, a wine snob, sommelier, or anything like that to enjoy a good glass of wine, right? You just got to be able to open a bottle, right? And, I love that they come with the cards so you can actually read up all about it. The best way to learn about wine is to drink wine. So taking the time, sit with the card or read the information that the card has as you're sipping it, as you're tasting it. If you want to take notes and be like super studious, or you can just throw it back and don't even worry about the card, right? And then there's also pairings that are listed on the card, as well as a recipe on the back of the card. So the first wine I'm going to pull out is the Jim Topazo white wine. Ooh, 13.5% alcohol. It is on the drier side. A unique and mystical uncover the rare treasures within. Ooh, that's a fun little saying on the back of the bottle. So you can find a lot of information on a bottle of wine. So whether you're getting a wine club or going into the store, if you look at like I said, 13.5% alcohol. In my mind, I was like, ooh, this could probably be pretty dry. If it's over like 11% alcohol, that is an indicator that it's going to be on the drier side if you like drier wines. Now, are there some sweeter wines out there that have higher percentage of alcohol? Yes, like port. Port has like around like 18% alcohol, right? So there are some ways to kind of amplify the alcohol content, whether it is mixing different kinds of different varietals that carry more sugar, and then they can like ferment a little bit longer and still leave a little bit of sweetness when you blend it with something else. There are so many different like natural ways to do it without having to like legitimately add alcohol, because that's not what our winery does. But this is going to be a dry white wine. Let me see if I can find yes, I have the card right in front of me. It's has an aging potential of 2 years. California wine. It's a blend of French Colombard, Gewürztraminer. I love saying that wine. It makes me so happy. Riesling and Chenin Blanc. Chenin Blanc is my favorite white wine varietal. So I'm excited to try this wine. I think I'm going to go live like next week. I'm gonna like let these chill, let them sit. One thing to note, if you are ordering wine, there's this thing called bottle shock. So you're like, as it's like sitting in the truck, and can shake up a little bit. So you kind of want it to settle. So you want to like wait a couple of days before you pop open the bottle. But I understand sometimes we're out of wine and we need a drink right now. So like sometimes it's okay. It's okay if you have to like, say thank you FedEx guy, grab the bottle and pop it open and take it in. But if you want to like, make sure that it's at its optimum, just let it sit for a little bit. So I think I'm gonna like let it chill, and then I'll do a live next week, and I'll do a live pouring, and we can like taste all the things and talk about all the things. How would you like that? All right, so best served cold. It is got some minerality. This is going to be a great one with like crab cakes, shrimp, so seafood, Gruyere, mozzarella. The Mardi Gras pan-fried oyster BLT is the pairing recipe. That sounds bomb. It looks bomb. I'm down for the get down. All right, we've got, I love this bottle. Like, they're so pretty, and it says Gems on it. And, I'm talking about the new moon. I'm talking about wine. And if you are into like, energy healing and Reiki and all of that, gems and crystals go with like healing your energy, which I think is kind of funny. So it's like all serendipitous and it all like ties in. We've got gems, we've got the new moon energy today, we've got all of the good stuff. So we have the Gem Cellars Citrina. Served cold, 13.5% alcohol. It is a like semi-sweet on the sweetness scale. It is gonna go great with chicken wings, grilled fish, mac and cheese. Who's ready for Thanksgiving? Yes, are you ready for Thanksgiving? Do you love mac and cheese? I am very particular about my mac and cheese. One, it's gotta go in the oven. That stuff that like, comes in a box and you mix it up, that ain't mac and cheese, okay? I'm like someone that likes to add like 5 different cheeses and all of the good. This is why I'm so voluptuous, friends. This is how I cook. This is how I live my life, yeah? So this goes great with citrus marinated salmon, which is the recipe. I'm talking about like adding like 5 different cheeses to mac and cheese, and then it's got like this salmon with a salad and all healthy and stuff. So yes, this is gonna have some notes of lemon, lychee, mango. Ooh, yes, I'm gonna love this. I feel like these are gonna be perfect wines to have for your Thanksgiving table. I understand like a lot of us are kind of like downsizing like what we typically do for Thanksgiving, and that's totally fine. But I know personally I can drink a bottle of wine by myself. So, sharing is caring. So everyone gets a bottle, yes? Yeah. Or everyone gets like a glass of everything. That's kind of how we typically do it up in here. Alrighty. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to roll my tongue. So I'm going to start with the sweeter red and then move on to the drier red, partly because that's kind of how I like to do my tastings. Yeah. You want to have the sweet first, and then you can move on to the dry. And then like, if you have a dessert wine, put that at the very end. And that's kind of typically how I like to do it. It's like the elevation of the palate. Like a lot of times if you try something dry and then go to sweet, it's like super, super sweet. And it kind of like changes up what your palate is tasting. So it's also a good idea if you are changing like flavor profiles, like crazily in between wines, to like have a palate cleanser, eat a cookie, eat a cracker. I don't really recommend drinking water because that might change like the pH balance of your mouth. Definitely don't rinse your glass out. That changes the pH balance of your glass, and then it'll change up how the wine's going to taste and all of that stuff. But let's do it. So we've got the Gem Ruby, which has been super, super popular in the past, and I'm excited to try it. So it's going to be a like sweet red blend of Zinfandel and Petite Sirah. Yes. Hey, Lisa, how are you, beautiful? It's going to be best served chilled, which is fun. Like I feel like some people are like, all right, my red wine, I'm just going to pull it straight from your wine rack. I'm pointing at my wine rack. Like you can see where I am in my home if you don't like have my apartment memorized. So like, pull it straight from their wine rack and then like, drink it, which if that's what you like to do, like more power to you. Jay does it all the time. And I'm like, because I get snobby sometimes, but I've been doing this for years. So I want the like optimum like experience when I drink wine. Like I want the luxury. I want how it's like truly intended. And Jay's just like, I like to try wine. Like I'll try it at the right temperature and I'll try it like at the wrong temperature and I'll see what I like better. And like, he's like more experimentative. And like, I guess that's why he's an engineer. I don't know. I'm like, I want to do it the right way, quote unquote. So with red wine, you kind of do want to have it like at cellar temperature, so 50 degrees. And the same goes for white wines. A lot of times we'll drink our white wines too cold and our red wines too warm, and that changes the flavor. It changes what the winemaker kind of intended it to taste like, and it can also like amplify or like lessen some of like the not like the flavors that you don't want. Like it might amplify the tannins if it's too warm. It might amplify the acidity. If it's too cold, it's going to mute all the flavors and you can't really taste anything, and it'll be like water. And who drink water if you want water? You don't want water. You don't want your wine to be water, right? You know, even Jesus turned wine into it. Well, that's not a conversation for today. Anyways, so this is going to pair really well with Where My Chocolate Bands, chocolate cake, prosciutto, pear, and balsamic bites. Ooh, that sounds fancy and delicious, and I'm all for it. Manchego cheese, Gruyere. I have an amazing, well, I don't have an amazing, I'm a big Bob's Burgers fan, and I have a Bob's Burgers recipe book, and there is a Manchego burger, and I think this wine might go great with that because it's got Manchego, it's got like fig jam on. Ooh, yes, this wine and that Manchego burger, done deal. The pairing recipe is a easy mocha molten cake. Yes, little cakes, yum, 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 in my tum tum. So yes, this is fire. If you like sweet red, this is going to be amazing for you. And then the final wine of the November Wine Club is our Jim Cellars 2019 Merlot. Yes, I feel like Merlot has a bad rep. And I got to tell you, Merlot is phenomenal. There's like this movie Sideways, and I haven't watched the movie just because it made a bad rep for Merlot. And I will often, if I'm doing like a tasting, will actually blind taste Merlot and Chardonnay because those are the two varietals that people have like the most feels about. And I want them to like have a like go into it without any sort of prejudgments, right? I want people to just taste it and say, yes, I like it. No, I don't like it. And then I can say, okay, that's a Chardonnay, or okay, this is a Merlot. Because I've had people be like, oh, okay, like, you know, I pour it and they're like, oh, this is amazing. This has got to be like, you know, a Petite Syrah or I don't know, they just whatever, like they just know it's red, right? So they just name a red wine that comes to mind. And I'm like, no, it's Merlot. And they're like, what? I don't drink Merlot. And I'm like, honey, there's delicious Merlot out there. There's not so good Merlot out there. Just like every wine varietal. So you gotta explore. You gotta have an open mind, friends. Being open is like the best way to like enjoy your wine. Be open, have fun. And now I think I just told myself something because like I said earlier about temperatures, being open. But you know what? Do what you like. Do what makes you happy at the end of the day. But I will say when it comes to exploring and trying out different things and wanting to learn more about wine, the best way is to try a variety, okay? And not just stick to like one varietal or have like this one blanket statement like, I don't drink. Like I was an ABC drinker for a long time, like anything but Chardonnay. But let's be real, it is great. Chardonnay is amazing. I will definitely probably be opening a bottle. I think I have a bottle available, yes, for Thanksgiving because I think it goes great with all of the creamy, rich things that you have at your Thanksgiving dinner. So this Merlot is not that card. It's 100% Merlot. It is from Lodi. It's served at cellar temperature. It is dry. You can age it up to 5 years. It is, oh, fun fact, Merlot has a high sugar content and low acidity, which makes it very food friendly wine. So like a low acidity that's like that kind of tingly feeling you get on your tongue. It's when you tilt your head forward, if you're really, really salivating, then that means that it's got a high acidity. So Merlot is a great food-friendly red wine. So definitely something that you can take to like a dinner party if you're not 100% sure what's going to be on the menu, but you know that people drink red. Merlot is like great. It's typically not overpowering of a flavor. So it goes well with a lot of different things, unlike Cabernet, which I love myself a Napa Cab. May require something that's a little bit more robust. So, you know, thoughts and things to think about. So these are the 4 wines. I can pull it back a little bit so you can see them a little bit. 4 wines of November. 2 whites, 2 reds, and then of course remember there is the port style that you can also get. You can go to winedivatiara.com, shop all of the things. You can look at my link in bio. If you are not in my virtual wine tasting room Facebook group, why not come join, hang out with us. We have good times, we have good chats. You can ask all your wine questions over there. It's all a party, hearty. So let me know if you have any questions about wine, life, anything. I'm here to help you, boo. So cheers. Happy Saturday. Love you lots. Nom 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 nom.